and I just wanted to post a video. I'm tired of, this is one of my fed up videos. I'm fed up with people trying to tell me and tell everybody what the MVP should be and this, that, and the third. The MVP is and has always been the person who performed the best by consensus of the people who are allowed to vote. Russell Westbrook is the MVP. When you start trying to break it down to what a team might be if they didn't have them and all of that stuff, you don't know. You have no idea. When you sit here and let's put it this way, best way I can put it. Without Michael Jordan, the first year after he retired, Chicago Bulls, they won 55 games. Not a real big drop off from what, 61 wins or something like that. Not a big drop off. But without Michael Jordan, they got bounced out in the second round. With Michael Jordan, they won a ring. So it's not you have no idea what a team, like without Russell Westbrook, Oklahoma City may have won about 5 or 6 games. How many games did they pull out at the end with Russell Westbrook having 40 and 50 points? He is the MVP this year. So don't try to take that away from him talking about LeBron should be the MVP year in and year out. LeBron has a supporting cast around him that's awesome. LeBron, in my opinion, 2 of the finals that LeBron won the MVP, he shouldn't have. Last year, he shouldn't have won the MVP. Kyrie should have won the MVP. Let's be clear about that. So, that's just my opinion. He shouldn't have been the MVP of the finals. Kyrie should have won the MVP of the finals last year. So, it's just like the debate between whether there are still people who are saying that LeBron is the greatest player of all time. And y'all are forgetting one important aspect of that. Winning. It's just like Golden State. How can y'all say that last year's Golden State team is the greatest team of all time? Because they won one more game than the Bulls, 90-16, but the Bulls won a ring. They finished the deal. They closed out the deal. So, theoretically, they're still the best team. Like the goal, people forget the goal. Y'all forget the goal. The goal when you start the season is to win a championship. It's not to fucking compete. Really, you want to win the championship. You won't take competing for a championship over winning a championship. LeBron, at the end of the day, LeBron could possibly go down as the greatest loser in the history of the NBA. Picture him getting to about 2 or 3 more finals and losing all of them, which can happen. Picture him losing 3 more finals. He would be shooting about 24% in the finals. That would be his win percentage. Don't look at this statement like it can't happen, because it really can happen. It's set up for it to happen. Because if you think that Golden State is going to be complacent and not do things to get better, you're sadly mistaken. See, that's what they did last year. Going into their title defense. They came back with the exact same team and didn't make any moves. And I believe that franchise learned its lesson. So, if LeBron is to stay in the East, you could fathom that he may make the finals 3, maybe 4 more times, and could lose 4 more times. Could lose 3, 4 more times. And y'all want to put that up against 6-0? 3-8? 3-9? 3-10 possibly? That's like saying the Buffalo Bills of the 90s was the best team ever because they got the 4 Super Bowls and lost all 4. But you could say that the team of the 90s, they probably were the best regular season team of the 90s. Probably you could say that. I could see someone saying that. Regular season. But when it counted and when it mattered, they came up short. So all of these ways that y'all try to break down who's the MVP, who's the greatest of all time, and there's no clear-cut way to figure that out. You can use metrics and all of that stuff, but the one thing you can never measure is heart. That's where greatness comes. Heart comes the last 2 minutes of the game when you have to dig down and there's nothing else for you to reach for, and you reach and grab it anyway. Look at those moments. Look at those moments. The comparisons of Steve Kerr and John Paxson hitting 3-pointers compared to LeBron missing a shot and Ray Allen getting it back tap and hitting a lucky 3-pointer. That is not a comparison. Those passes came from Jordan. They were assists. And at the end of the day, you can talk about numbers and talk about LeBron's numbers and this, that, and the third, but you do enough to win the game. And Jordan was able to do that 6 times. That's it. The show off.